Hi, my name's Parker, the developer of Twos, and today I'm going to be going over the unique user settings that I have in place in Twos. So here we are looking at my Twos. It's not all to-dos, I promise. I like to write things down as well. But in order to get to your settings, it's the same both on web, desktop, and mobile. You go to the side menu, and then there will be a settings button. I'm going to go over the ones that I've personally set out. I'm not going to go over all of them because there are a lot of settings. Under appearance, I keep the same colors, but on the menu, I customize my menu, which you can see on the side, and home, today, and lists are actually tabs on mobile. So my top views are review. This is a new view that helps you review your lists and notes. If you've ever used Apple Notes or Evernote, maybe you have a bunch of notes that you never revisit. This is a way for you to review specific lists so that you don't forget anything. But review is one of my top views, then stars. These are important things. To-dos, I like to review the things that I need to do. And then memories. Memories is where, so I've been using Twos for 7 years, so it's where I can remember my memories that I wrote down 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I just like to remember things. So that's customizing the side menu. I also customize my home. I've put affirmations on my home, activity, and tags. I don't use home very often. It's one of the tabs on mobile, but I just like that if I ever go to it, I'm able to see my affirmations. I'm able to see what's upcoming, like For All the Dogs by Drake drops on Friday, which I'm super pumped about. Next up, for date and time, I actually use the 24-hour clock. Under to-dos, I auto carry over unfinished to-dos. Rather than receiving the prompt every day, I just have Twos do it for me. For events and reminders, I turn off reminder prompt after moving things into the future. So if I were to move any of the things that I didn't get finished today to tomorrow, Twos will prompt you if you want to set a reminder for that thing. I usually don't say yes, so I just turned it off. I can always set a reminder on it if I'd like. For other, there are a couple that I use. I use the funny complete sound. I can do it on mobile. So if I were to complete something, it's a funny, yeah. Permanently delete, I turn that off. I like to keep my trash beyond 30 days. For calendar integration, which is under integrations, calendar, I integrate my calendar, but I do not have a default. Let me show you on mobile. All the calendar integration goes through mobile. You can go to side menu, settings, integrations, calendars, and we'll see that I do have some calendars selected. So I receive events from these calendars, and I can also push events to calendars, but I do not have push all reminders to. That is set to none, but I'll just do that manually. If I set a reminder and I actually wanted it to be on my calendar, I will add the calendar. Siri shortcuts, those are also just through mobile. For Siri, there are some steps here, but you basically just go to the shortcuts app and you can add Twos reminders to remember things, to add things to lists, to remember to-dos. The widget, I normally use the stars widget. Sometimes I'll use today, sometimes I'll use reminders. I do use the text and email. I'm not going to drop down the text. I normally just open Twos and write things down. And then last but not least, a setting called leave your Twos for people. And I'm leaving my Twos for people. This is my grandpa, this is my brother, this is my mama's, this is my dad's, this is Nino. Shout out Nino, and of course Joey. These are the settings that I have personally set up. You may want to use a different appearance. Maybe you want to use the Nino theme, or the Jetta theme, or the Trobo theme. Love you, Trobo. You may have different preferences on your time. Maybe you want to see the week bar. There are tons of settings. You can explore them all. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. Have a happy Tuesday.